Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm late to go photograph a sunset. So right now, I'm in a mad dash to get downstairs, warm up the DR, and take a picture. Excuse me. Want me to hold it open?
Oh, no, we got it held open.
Gotcha. Doesn't hurt to be nice. So a couple things I wanted to talk about is tips for new riders. One, always look where you're going to go. 99.9% of the time, everybody wrecks because they were looking in the wrong place. If you're looking through a corner where your exit is, where you want to go, where you want to be, you'll go there. Riding is like 90% in the eyes, the rest is body input. 2, countersteer. Countersteering is weird because everybody thinks when you're in a car, I just turn the wheel in the direction I want to go. If I were to turn left, I go right. If I were to turn right, I go left. And I'm doing it too. You can see, I'll just, small inputs on the bars, I go the opposite direction. So, when you're in a corner, you don't actually turn in the direction. Even if I were to stop and like lean the bike, you'll see the wheel go in the opposite direction to a certain degree. It's weird, but it's how it works. You're not riding two wheels, you're really riding two gyroscopes. One gyroscope goes the opposite direction, the other gyroscope forces that down, or forces the machine down. Simple science, simple math, it's easy to do. You figure it out, there you go. I know I'm gonna make it. I'm fine. I got plenty of time. Plenty of time to scout this out. Go to a vantage point. I'll be as good as gravy. 3, smooth throttle control. I know the first time you hop on a bike, throttle seems like, yeah, it seems really, really hard to do and get a hold of and get control of. But eventually you'll notice, like, if you look at vlogs of people, like, really giving a gas, they're twisting the throttle a lot. But when they're cruising around and when they're trying to go faster, they don't actually move the throttle that much because there's that much control over the throttle. Same thing goes with the clutch. Your clutch, you got to figure out how to get a smooth clutch finger down. If you're not getting a smooth clutch operation down, it's just not working out. Another thing, there's something called a front brake. You should learn how to use it and be friends with it. Your braking power, 90% of it comes from your front. So, learning how to squeeze and ease with both is very, very, very crucial. You should always learn how to control and how to be smooth on a bike before you do anything else. Even if you're just cruising around your neighborhood or anything like that, it's really imperative that you do that. It's important that you learn that. Ride with the balls of your feet. That's the next one. Riding with the balls of your feet is really important just due to the fact that when you go into a corner and your foot's all hanging off the peg and all that kind of stuff, it's really, really bad if that catches the ground. So, that went well. The next thing, break in your gear. Have good gear. Know how gear fits. A helmet that's poorly fitted can kill you faster than a helmet that isn't really that great of a helmet. You kind of want good fitted gear. You want things like gloves. I see so many people riding without gloves. I don't know why, because it's just dumb in my head. It's 100% dumb. I don't know why anybody would ride without gloves, because the first thing that you're going to do is put your hands out when you fall. So if you're going to put your hands out when you fall, wouldn't you want something to protect your hands? You ever fallen on cement and like scraped your hand and gone, well, that sucks, but you know, a Band-Aid will cure me? Well, that's a fall at like what, 2 miles an hour, 4, 6? What about 30? A 30 mile an hour fall. That would ruin your day. That would ruin your hands. And the last thing I have for you guys, I know it's not a perfect 10, but it's the unknown road. If you're going to ride down an unknown road or someplace that you've never been before or anything like that, the least you should do is know where you're going. So ride it down it really slow or slower, maybe a little under the speed limit since you've never been there before, or at the speed limit. You're comfortable riding around, and just see what's there. See if there's construction going on. See if there, like, somebody that's a jackass left a giant puddle of oil in the middle of the road. I know you being there the first time, it will probably be different the second time, but at least you have some idea of what will be happening. Because if I know there's construction going on in this lane, I'm not going to be in this lane. But what if there's a blind corner and you don't know construction's going on? Which happens a lot. Sorry, I lied. Last thing, ride as if you were invisible. Because riding as if you were invisible makes a lot more sense than riding as if you were completely visible. People run into cars because they don't see them. I could not imagine people running into a bike when they saw them. 90% of the time when people hit another motorcycle, it's because I didn't see them. That's the first thing out of everybody's mouth. I didn't see them. So if they didn't see you, it's kind of safe to assume that you should ride on the defense. If you're a new rider, take it slow. That's all you need to do. Take it slow. For all of you new riders out there, I hope for the best. I wish you the best. Plan for the worst, because one day you will go down. We all do. You will drop a bike at some point. There are two people in this world, two kinds of riders. Ones that have dropped a bike and ones that have not yet. Good night.